it's Gadget Freak Shabab giving you another review, and today I'm going to provide the first impression review of the brand new Floatwheel Atom, the small but powerful younger brother of the Floatwheel ADV2, and the smallest, lightest VESC one will, I guess. I received yesterday the beta version of the Atom. Unboxing was exciting as usual. The assembled board came in one box, surprisingly small and light, and the motor with the tire in a second box. I have one more box with the production tire and fender on the way. First thing I did is to replace the small Dunlop tire that comes with the beta version. I saw enough reviews and have enough experience with different sizes of tires that I had no motivation to try out this tiny one. I put in place a Buris 11 by 5 on 5. As I understood, it's the largest tire that can fit in without the need to do some filing. Removing the Dunlop from the hub wasn't easy. My old method of pressing it with a long wooden board to break the beads didn't work, as the small tire kept sneaking away from the board. Eventually, I did it with my hands, applying some force. For some reason, popping the beads back on the new tire also did not go as smooth as I'm used to. 60 psi and it still didn't pop. I took it to a tire repair shop and they managed to pop it with a large pump. My next struggle was with the large hub screws connecting the motor to the rails. There's a manufacturing defect with the beta version that was already identified, and I as well had to file down the bolts to make them rounder to fit in properly so the screws will go all the way in. Last problem, after installing the air scoops on the side of the hub, the valve stem bumps into them when the tire spins and creates a constant clink-clink noise. For now, I simply took off the valve cover and it's good. I tried riding it first with the default tune and it felt great, smooth and quiet, soft and responsive. I did notice the weak braking though. It's too weak. I installed Nico's tune and it was much better. For the first long ride, I started with around 10 kilometers using Nico's tune and then switched to the default one as the board switched off during a break and I didn't write to onboard memory Nico's tune, so it switched back to the default one without me realizing it. The fact that I didn't notice it shows how reasonable the default tune is, or maybe how insensitive numb dude I am. I don't know. I took the board for a range test, as this is probably the most interesting question people are asking, and there's some debate as different results start popping up. I put it on 20 psi, which for me is a little above ideal level, but reasonable when you know you want to get a meaningful range. With all the gadget I can't leave home without in my backpack, I was loading the poor Atom with 90 kilograms or 198 pounds. The route was relatively flat, plus minus 200 meters, all concrete. It was 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I rode as I usually do, most of the time 15 to 25 kilometers per hour, or 9 to 12 miles per hour, with top speed of 43 kilometers per hour, which is around 27 miles per hour. Both the motor and controller MOSFET did not get above 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So, the results of these real-life tests, I managed to get to almost 35 kilometers or 21.7 miles when repeating haptic buzz taught me. Okay.
Continue on Shlomo Lahad Promenade for 800
I'm at
meters.
13%, almost 35 kilometers. I then updated the minimum cell voltage on reflow to 2.7 volts instead of the 3 volts. And it got me to 35.9 kilometers or 22.3 miles with battery at 8%. At least I got to where I could sip some Weiss beer while the Atom was charging. So with 20 psi, 90 kilograms or 198 pounds rider in a hot day with standard riding on relatively flat concrete path, the Atom did around 35 kilometers or 22 miles. That's nice and in line with Tony's test on 20 psi, as he's lighter with lighter clothes, no bags, even with Crocs, and it was at night, so it was cooler, and he got to do 24.5 miles or 39.4 kilometers. And this is when setting the minimum cell voltage to 2.7 volts. What can I say? I loved riding the Atom. It's slick, strong, and fast. It's not as stable as the ADV2, of course, so I did not feel comfortable at all going above 40 kilometers per hour or 25 miles per hour. And it did struggle more than I'm used to handle bonks, small sidewalk climbs, etc. I think the Buris 1155 is ideal for this board. It gives it the external diameter of a proper XR, while much more cushion thanks to the smaller 5-inch hub. The footpads are more comfortable than a standard pint as they are wider and longer and has some light concave. I do believe Tony should fix the design flaw of giving them very sharp edges. It's scary. I wouldn't want to have them bump into my leg if I fall or have to bail out. It has more than enough range to get me to walk every day. It's only a little more than 18 kilometers and I am charging at work, but I don't believe I will make it my daily ride. For such long rides, the ADV is more comfortable and stable. It's a safer ride basically, but for the daily shorter city commute, I'm definitely going to use the Atom, especially if I need to carry it. It is so light. It almost defies physics, how light it is. So much lighter than it seems watching the reviews. You need to try it out to understand. My kids love the look of it, though they did not have the chance to ride it yet. Daddy is playing now. Wait your turn. A couple of friends had the chance to try it out. One of them I met in Tel Aviv Beach, is one of the veteran riders in Israel, rides a GTV today. Thanks again, Tony. He loved the feel and especially the weight of the Atom. Another friend of mine who is not riding anything tried it out and fell in love. He's basically ordering one for himself and is joining the local community. Bottom line, so far, so good. My initial experience with the Atom is very positive. I simply love it and believe it is going to be my default go-to board for any casual ride or when I go out with my car and want to have the option to ride. Next, I will take it to an off-road test ride and report back how it went. See you in the next one.